This is the Sports Timeout Podcast with Jordan Atkins, Dr. DePoe, and your host, Wes Underwood.
It's that time again, everyone. Welcome to the Sports Timeout Podcast, brought to you by Blondie's Woodfire Wheelhouse Food Truck. If you're looking for a caterer for your next big event or just want to grab some pizza, find them on Facebook. Just search for Blondie's Woodfire Wheelhouse. Wes Underwood flying solo this week. A lot going on with the end of school for the doc. And then Jordan is under the weather, so he's on a little bit of a vacation. So this week I will begin in the NFL. We'll talk Chiefs. Chiefs round 2. Nick Bolton, he'll be special. I fully believe it. He plays with an edge, and I love it. How he slipped out of the first round, I'm not sure. But him staying home, it's good for Mizzou, and it's good for the Chiefs to get a guy that's local. And everybody knows him around here, so that's good news for the Chiefs. Next up, Creed Humphrey, the center from Oklahoma. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. The guy can be a beast. Also, him and Orlando Brown know each other. Big Oklahoma boys there. So they know each other. They get that chemistry. I love it. I love the addition. Next up, Joshua Kando, defensive end from Florida State. He's a guy who got hurt in 2019, came back in 2020. Didn't like his results. He's got a chip on his shoulder. He's a guy to watch for sure. Really like him at the defensive end position. Then next we have tight end Noah Gray. Veach says that they see Kelsey in him. And if Kelsey can come to Kansas City and learn from Tony G and do what he's doing, I like this a lot. I've said this many times. I believe in Veach, and he has a good process. Not to mention, Kelsey and Tony G can both give this guy pointers because, Kelsey learned from Tony G, and now both of them can mentor Noah Gray. I really like it. Yeah, the odds are good. The odds are good. And then Cornell Powell, the Clemson wideout. I love it. Another guy who can run a 40 and 4 something. Love our draft. I truly do. Everybody that the Chiefs got, I'm all for it. I give them an A for now. We'll see mid-season how they are, but definitely give the Chiefs an A for their draft. Next up in the NFL, Villanueva signs with the Ravens. I love it. First off, great job, Ravens. You guys traded Brown Jr. to the Chiefs. You get a linebacker out of it, and then a guard in the 3rd round, and then a wideout in the 4th round. Not bad. Not bad. Then you bring in Villanueva. I see a guy who was kind of underappreciated in Pittsburgh, moving to a team who wants to welcome him in with open arms. Great signing for the Ravens. I think he's going to add a lot of protection, and he's going to be able to mentor the young guys that they will bring in this offseason. Smart move. Smart move. Next, we briefly step into the NBA playoffs. The playoff picture is shaping up, and in the East, the Sixers are in, the Bucks are in, the Nets are in. Not surprised. As of yesterday, the Knicks are a 4 seed. Good for them. Good for them. That may be a team I root for since my Bulls decided to tank, but I still think the Celtics and the Heat still duke it out for the 6 and 7 spot. But now, in the West, it's a different story. The Jazz, the Suns, the Nuggets, the Clippers are in. Pelicans can make it in. I'm not liking the Spurs odds here. I do also see the Warriors moving up to the 8th spot. I really like Curry and the Warriors. I can't voice that enough. They make a run here. And so, once again, let's talk Lakers. Healthy team, number 2 seed, possibly number 1. The Jazz are good. Mitchell, Conley, Gobert, playing very well. Jordan Clarkson, former Mizzou guy there, he's been playing well too. But if the Lakers were healthy, would fans be as worried? No, they wouldn't. But, things have happened. And as the injury bug has come about the Lakers, and then LeBron flopping because things became hard. I'm not the only one on this page, by the way, as ex-NBA player, now NBA analyst Jay Williams uttered the comments, "I've never heard MJ say something like that," taking a shot at the comment from LeBron saying he'd never return to 100%. I mean, come on. It's an ankle sprain. And if that's your mindset, then no. The Lakers won't make it far. And LeBron will never be looked at the same again. Never. Can't change my mind on that. LeBron won't be looked at the same. Get off my high horse here, move on into the MLB, and, the Royals making some splashes as Escobar and the Royals agree to a minor league contract. The Royals are not doing too great as of late, but had a good month of April. But do I love it? Yeah, I feel he should have stayed in Kansas City until at least last year. But did this need to happen? I feel like they are trying to somewhat recreate the 2014-2015's team, since we have Davis, Holland, Dyson, Mondi, Duffy, and Perez. But I feel we already have plenty of depth here, and we're not letting things happen. I guess maybe this means there's something further wrong with Mondi. What's truly going on here with his injury? We all want to know. It's been well over 10 days. Bobby Witt Jr. is ready to go. Then you go sign Alcides Escobar. I don't get it. I have loved every move the Royals have made until that one. Benny's coming around. Dozier's coming back to normal. Santana is looking great now. Lopez is still playing at a high level. Everyone but our bullpen looks great. Everyone but Soler. Maybe we move Witt or Dozier to the outfield, demote Soler, and bring back Esky? Maybe that's what they're trying to do here. I mean, he used to be fast. He can bunt. And he knows how to walk. But other than that, I'm not 100% sure on this. Another option that pops into mind, as we are all looking at dishing someone to get maybe another good reliever. I don't know. That sounds right. Sounds like what we need to do, but I don't know their idea on this. We stay in the MLB, and, let's talk revenge tour, as the Stros took a trip to the Bronx, and, did we expect anything less? For the first time in over a year, Yankees fans took their shots at the Astros players. I found it not only fitting, but pretty hilarious. With all the memes that came out of it, and all the chants you heard on live television, I feel like New Yorkers have been holding in a lot during their quarantine. This is one of the many reasons I love baseball. The banter, the players doing amazing things when it gets hectic on the field, and then players trying to prove points when fans have them counted out. I love it. I mean, those are the moments that make highlights, and those are the moments that can make people gather to reminisce during hard times and just have something to talk about. Just like Wednesday night, when the Royals had 3 ejections on a botched call that made for a great comeback for Cleveland. Let's not get me going there. Angel Hernandez, you know who you are. Next in the MLB, Clayton Kershaw. Is he wearing down early? He went 1 inning, allowed 4 runs. They came after a 1-out double, RBI single, then 2 walks, and then a 3-run double. He hasn't been this bad since 2010 when he went 13-10. Still had less than a 3 ERA, but still. Is Kershaw done, though? He's had a lot of games like this as of late, including the last couple postseasons, so I don't know. He's one to watch. And again, now moving on in the MLB, we talk fantasy. I'm getting tired of the rainouts and doubleheaders. I can't express this enough. It hurts me again because players don't get to play 2 nights in a row and only play one of the 2 doubleheader games. But now, as bad as it's been for me, I mean, Means of the Orioles throws a no-no, and I'm on the other end of it. I just can't catch a break. My team is finally here. They just need to play together. Loreno keeps impressing. Ian Kennedy is somehow dominating. Anderson's doing well for the White Sox for me. And pitching really hasn't disappointed. One I'm really sad to let go was Arenado of the Cardinals, but it's okay. Good things come to those who trade, right? That's this phrase. And we will finish out with a local sports update brought to you by Jefferson's. Come join Billy and his crew for happy hour from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday. We open with local high school sports. First, we stop in Carl Junction as the Bulldogs will head to Seneca to take on the Indians. Game is set for 10 a.m. Next, we head to Webb City as the boys will play host to Harrisonville and Hillcrest tomorrow. Game set to begin at 10 a.m. as well. Lastly, we go to Carthage as they play host to Lebanon tomorrow. Game is also set for 10 a.m., so a lot of early starts in high school baseball tomorrow. For more information on any of these teams, tune in to their Twitter accounts for changes on game times and location changes. On to local college sports. The 27-10 Lions will finish the season in a 3-game homestand against Rogers State today. The first 2 games will be played in a doubleheader today beginning at 1 p.m. with Game 2 to follow, and then Game 3 will be played tomorrow at 1 p.m. As for Southern softball, the 3rd seed Lady Lions will begin playing in the MIAA tournament as they will take on the 6th seed in Missouri Western today at the Pat LaPira softball complex in a doubleheader. Game 1 is at 3 and Game 2 will follow, and if needed, they will play in a tiebreaker tomorrow at 1 p.m. The Lady Lions are 2-0 versus the Griffins so far this season, so good luck to the Lady Lions softball team. Next, we talk Pitt State baseball as the 25-11 Gorillas will return home to finish off their regular season against Emporia State in a 3-game stand today. They will play in a doubleheader as Game 1 is set for 1 p.m. and Game 2 will follow. Game 3 will be played tomorrow at 1 p.m. For both MSSU baseball and Pitt State, the MIAA tournament will begin next Friday. We will update you on the times and locations accordingly, and, as usual, all of these games are pending to change due to the current and fluid COVID-19 situation, as well as pending weather. Well, the time has come again. Thanks for joining us this week, and we hope everyone has a great and safe weekend. For Dr. DePoe, Jordan, and myself, see you next week on the Sports Timeout podcast.